Ancestry has a new Chromosome Painter, and you may not have even noticed it. It's in beta right now, but I'm going to show you what I know about it right now. Before we get started, I just want to give a special shout out to this week's sponsor, Vivid-Pix. Let's start at the home page where you have your DNA results. Now you could go straight to DNA Story from here. That will get you there, or you can get to it from here. So if we click through and we get to our normal ethnicity estimates, now this Chromosome Painter that Ancestry has added is actually an ethnicity Chromosome Painter. So that's a little different than what we see in other chromosome browsers. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and down here where they had added this a few months ago, where you could see parent 1 from parent 2, you now have this Chromosome Painter down here, so we can click through and take a look at that. So here we are on the Chromosome Painter. So what are we looking at? This is kind of cool. It's kind of like baby steps with Ancestry. They're giving us a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So this is kind of neat. So one of the things that I want to point out here is that this is ethnicity regions, right? You can click on the different areas and see your ethnicity. So we're going to back up now, and we're going to get a quick little lesson on DNA. But here's the story. So if you recall, you get 50% of your autosomal DNA, which is what is at Ancestry. You get 50% from your parents, each parent, right? 50% from mom, 50% from dad. Okay, so let's look at the ethnicity estimate. So ignore this. This is me as a whole. We're looking at this piece over here. So I know that this is my mother's side and that this is my father's side. For many of you, you may not be able to identify that. It was easy for me because I knew that my father's side, my grandmother on my paternal side, was 100% Danish. So when I click on Danish, you can see that it's only on one side. So this was obvious to me that this was my father's side because there is no Danish on my mother's side. So I was able to come down here and I was able to edit the parents, and I was able to identify one side from the other. So the side that was not Danish, parent 1, for me was maternal. So I labeled it that way. All right, so now that's out of the way. But remember, you've got, of all of your DNA, you get 50% from mom and 50% from dad. Okay, that much we know. And this ethnicity breakout that they're showing us now is able to split those ethnicities from maternal to paternal. Okay, so we can click here. If you haven't seen this already, I'm sure many of you have. I'm getting England and Northwest Europe from both sides of my family. Okay, in Scotland, I'm getting it only on my mother's side. In fact, Ireland is also only on my mother's side. Okay, now that's kind of a quick recap. So when we talk about DNA in general, we have 22 pairs of chromosomes, the 23rd being the sex chromosome, right? Determines our gender. Okay, so when we're looking at the 22 pairs of chromosomes, one is going to be for the father and one's going to be for the mother. Now, which one is which, you may not know at this glance. And unless you were able to identify over here, parent 1 from parent 2, when you go to the Chromosome Painter, you may not be able to identify, if you haven't done it, you might not know offhand which is which. But here's the cool thing. The cool thing about this is that they have broken this out, because I know for you it might be parent 1 and parent 2 labeled up here, but I can click on the maternal side and see just that the top chromosome is my mother's side. In fact, I can turn off many of the regions or turn them on or turn them all on, right? But if I wanted to look at just Ireland, I can now see that chromosome 3 from this position to this position, it comes from Ireland. Now remember, these are estimates, okay? So things will change over time. On chromosome 13, I have a section, and chromosome 15, I have a couple little sections. Some of the things you may need to know also is, if you see these little dashed lines, this area of the chromosomes are not tested, or in the case of little tiny gray areas, those are unassigned. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now what we can do is we can look at both sides. We can look at one side or the other. So in my case with the Danish side on the father's side, we can see that almost all of the second chromosome, the fourth chromosome, the seventh chromosome, the eighth chromosome, and the 12th chromosome, all of these chromosomes are coming from the Danish side of the family. Okay. This is kind of neat. But one of the things that I want to point out, I'm going to turn this all back on now. One of the things that I want to point out is this is not the same as what you find, say, at MyHeritage. Because at MyHeritage, you are comparing with other DNA cousins. We haven't gotten to that point yet here on Ancestry. So on Ancestry, they are painting the chromosomes with your ethnicity regions. Let me show you on MyHeritage. On MyHeritage, for example, I'm comparing to a couple of cousins. When we scroll down, you can see that the different cousins that triangulate, these are triangulated regions, these are the areas that I share with these two cousins up here, and I've purposely kept their names out of this, but you can see where we triangulate. In fact, you can see where we triangulate from position to position. Don't try and compare what you've got at MyHeritage with what you have at Ancestry. It doesn't quite line up the same way. We're going to get back to that here in just a moment, but I want to show you something, a project that I have been working on with our sponsor. I don't know about you, but I have boxes of old photographs, documents, genealogy, artifacts, all kinds of things that I have been slowly digitizing. Well, recently at a conference, I discovered the Vivid-Pix memory station, and I kind of fell in love with it. Check this out. So this is the scanner, and then there is the restore software. So it is super easy. You just lay your item down with one touch of a button. It scans your documents, scans your images, scans your whatever you want. You can scan letters and newspaper articles. Maybe you have obituaries. Maybe you have old photographs. All of this stuff that we've been saving, we need to get it digitized. And with this memory station, one touch of a button scans it into your computer, and then you can add the metadata. The metadata is simply the information about the document or the photograph, right? One thing you should know is you can do 11 by 17 documents or image size on this scanner, which is pretty cool. And so then you can open up the restore software, especially if you have old faded photographs. This is great for old faded photographs. You can, with one click of a button, restore the image, hit the save button, and away you go. So if you want to learn more about the memory station, go to genealogytv.org/sponsors. I'll leave a direct link in the description box below this video. That's what I know at this point. There is more coming from Ancestry. That much I know. What exactly it is, they're not sharing that yet, but it is clear that they are adding more and more details about where our ancestry is coming from using DNA. This has been a huge deal for Ancestry to pull off. But now that they have well over 22 million, I think, tests at this point, they're able to do this. Now, here's a couple things you do need to know. You need to know the differences between what we're talking about here. At Ancestry, this is called a Chromosome Painter. At MyHeritage, it is a chromosome browser. So there are two different things going on here. Two entirely different things going on here. So they're using the chromosomes here to show you where you compare with your other cousins, and you can add multiple people up here if you want and see where you guys line up. The cool part about this is if you know your common ancestor with these two cousins up here, then you know that this section of the DNA comes from those grandparents. So that's where we're at right now. Just enjoy what you got. How is this going to affect you when you are working on your actual tree? The only thing I can tell you is, the ethnicity stuff does help point out certain sections. I I have a sneaking suspicion that there are going to be some cousin match information coming along. But right now, this is in beta, so, you know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes forward.